Well, thank you so much for coming by today and welcome to McCracken Hall. My name is Tom Stevenson. I'm the Assistant Professor of Instruction here at the Patton College of Education in the Restaurant, Hotel, and Tourism program. And today I have Mary with me today and I have Jennifer with me today. And they're going to help us make a healthy trail mix because one of the things we want to do when we're out on the trail is we want to have healthy nourishment. So let's get started today. So we have a myriad of ingredients in front of us. And so we're going to go through the process a little bit. And so one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to start some walnuts and we're going to toast them today, which will add that wonderful smell and flavor to them. So Mary's going to put the oil in the pan for us today. And then we're going to go ahead and put some walnuts in there for her. So if you could put 3 scoops of walnuts in there, that'd be great. And if you want to follow along with your recipe card that you can get from online, that would be wonderful. Hopefully you'll want to make it again. We're going to hear a little bit of sizzle. We're going to use a Teflon pan with a wood spoon, and we'll get that started. Thank you so much. And then today I'm going to go through the ingredients real quickly. We have some Mahjong dates. We have some green M&Ms, of course, for our Bobcat color. We have some coconut. We have some cashews. We have some pepitos, which are some pumpkin seeds. And then we have some raw almonds. And then we have some cocoa nubs, just for a little bit of additional chocolate that you might want to substitute out. And so we're going to go ahead and get those nice and toasted. We'll do a couple stirs there. And then I'm going to ask you to step over here for me, please. And if we could go ahead, and we're going to actually chop up these. So we're going to take some of these Mahjong dates, and we got some of the ones that have already been pitted. And so we're going to go ahead and just chop them up really nice and fine. And one of the great things about the kitchen in McCracken is that we have state-of-the-art technology. So we actually have cameras overhead, which can shoot down and see what we're doing real time. And so we can do that in the space, or we can do that virtually. Last spring, we actually filmed a podcast out of here. And so we can go ahead and get these chopped. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start measuring out the other ingredients. So we're going to start with our raw almonds. So we'll start right down here. If you want to measure out a 1/4 cup for me, that would be great. And we're going to use this as our central mixing bowl here. So we'll just fill it all the way up to the top. So we'll go ahead and put those in. And then we're going to do the same thing with our pepitos. So we're going to put a 1/4 cup of those in. And these are really good right now because pumpkins are in season, so you can make your own. And so we're going to go ahead and keep going. So we're going to put our coconut in. So we'll do that same thing, 1/4 cup of that. So today we don't have any sesame seeds, but we're going to go ahead and use cashews instead. So cashews are much better for you anyway. Plus, you know, I'm going to take a little bit longer hike than normal, so I'm going to add a little bit more nourishment. All right, and then we're going to go ahead, and so I pre-measured out our green M&Ms. You can order them online, just green, but I hand-picked them. And so we're going to go ahead and we'll put our green M&Ms in there, just throw them right in there. And then this is 85% cocoa, so it's really good for you. So we'll put 3 scoops of that. You want to put 3 scoops of those nubs in there for me? And you can substitute out if you don't have the green M&Ms, you can go ahead and use the coconut nubs. I wish you could smell these right now. The walnuts just have such a great smell and flavor to them when they've been toasted just for about 30 to 45 seconds. So we'll take those over here. Thank you so much. Round of applause for our nut toaster there. Great job, Mary. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll actually chop these up really good. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use all those. We're just going to put them right in there, right? And then we're going to go ahead and put our Mahjong dates in there. And you want to use that big spoon and stir it all up for me. And then if I was heading out to the trail, what I'd do is make this first thing in the morning, you know, awaken my senses. Then I'd go ahead, I'd get myself a little Ziploc bag here. So we'd seal it up. You ready for a hike?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for a hike?
Yeah.
All right, so here we do. We have our Bobcat Trail mix that we've made in-house, made from scratch with all healthy ingredients, no processed. We control all the salt, we control all the sugar. We'd take our handy dandy walking stick and on the trail we'd go. Thank you so much for stopping by McCracken Hall.
My name is Joe Crowley. I'm an assistant professor of instruction in the Parks, Recreation, and Leisure Studies program. We're talking about a resource, an amazing resource. It's only 15 minutes away from campus. This is an awesome place to come for students to just gain insights. They learn about the practical theories. They learn how to define things based on, research papers that have been done. But then they can come out here and actually get firsthand interview-based experience. When you have a resource like this, you'll see people out walking their dogs, you'll see people riding their bikes, older couples coming out and birding. I've come across multiple groups doing that out here. So the community's finding out about it.
This project started several years ago by the National Forest bringing local community members together to see how we could create a destination level trail system on about 9,000 acres of the Wayne National Forest. Through that process, we were able to continue to build collaboration and relationships with local communities, with Ohio University, various colleges and departments, in order to create a plan which now we've enacted where there's 14 miles on the ground and there is 11 more being built as we speak with the goal of ultimately getting to 88 miles of trail. From Ohio University, we really thought about this very early on. As a result of that, the Athens community will continue to benefit. The reason I say that is because as we are continuing to search for quality of life, we're continuing to look at what differentiates an institution from others, is having this resource right out their back door can really be a selling point for students, for faculty, staff, for talent, because you have this so close. This is rare to have this much trail right out your back door.
My name is Catherine Ann Jordan, and I'm a visiting assistant professor in the Recreation Sport Pedagogy Department. I teach mainly in the Recreation Management program at Ohio University. So in my classes with the Recreation Management, we really go over a lot of public funding, how do we even create resources like this, how do we use outdoor resources. So since the Baileys is so new, there's a lot of information out there. There's also a lot of different news articles about the process. And so we use those in classes to kind of think about and talk about how all the different partnerships that are involved to create these outdoor resources. I've seen a lot of people out here, across generations. So I think in all, it's bringing people out to just get outside in nature, get a little physically active. And then there's also enough of a difference out here in challenges where people who really like a little bit more challenges can find their thrill as well.